davar, but in front of someone who is blind when it comes to a certain matter, lo titain eitza she'eno hogenet lo. Don't give him advice that is not proper advice. I might advise someone because it's beneficial for me if they will do that, but it's not beneficial for them, right? I think there are certain laws as a fiduciary, right? If you are, right, then you cannot give advice that's going to benefit you for your stream of income, if the person makes a certain investment, unless it's clear that it's in their best benefits. It's so easy when we're giving advice to be thinking in the back of our mind, what will I gain? As opposed to, what will this person gain? So the Torah is telling us in front of a person who's blind when a certain matter comes up, don't give them advice that is not to their benefit. That's not the best advice for them. Va'al tomar, don't tell him, Rashi continues, Mechoras chachatz, oh, you should definitely sell your field. Kach lecha chamor, right? Or you should buy that donkey. Va'ata okef alav, when you want to buy the field, so you tell him, yeah, you should definitely sell the field. Or you want to sell the donkey, you tell him, definitely, you definitely need to buy a donkey. V'yareita me'elokecha, you should fear God. No one knows what my intent was when I gave that advice. Sometimes you give advice that you felt was the best possible advice you could have given, and it doesn't work out for the person. We're not God. We don't know. We can only give our best guidance, give our best opinion, but it doesn't always work out. So no one knows what your intent truly was. And you can slip away and I had the best, the most altruistic of intentions. Therefore it says, you should fear your God. Hamakir machshavotecha, who understands, who knows exactly what's going on in that mind of yours. V'chein kol davar hamasur lelibo shel adam ha'oseu. Every matter that's given over to the person who does it. V'ein sha'ara briot makirot bo. But no one else really knows what's going on in your mind. Nemar bo v'yareita me'elokecha. That's where it says you should fear Hashem your God. So what is fear of God meant to be? It's not this immobilization. It's not, oh no, I'm gonna get punished. Oh no, I'm gonna get punished. What is Yirat Hashem supposed to be?
Your conscience.
Your conscience. Okay?
The disconnect, if you don't have this state of mind where you stop doing these mitzvot, that you're not as close and that fear.
But again, in the context that the pasuk brings it, of the stumbling block.
That even if there are no other witnesses, if there is no one else, there is always Hashem that knows what's going on and knows what is in your heart. And
good. So it's meant to be an awareness. There's a constant awareness. The fear of God is not meant to be this trembling. No. It's an awareness.
It also
One second. It's an awareness of God in all of my dealings. Going back to that individual and his workers. Sometimes you might need to speak firmly to someone working for you. If the person is not doing the job they need to be doing, if they are wasting your time and wasting your money, and wasting their time, right? So you might need, right? But what is my intent over here? Am I trying to slam this person? Or am I trying to push this person to do more? Yirat Hashem is meant to be a constant awareness that God is in the world and God knows, and therefore I need to, as well as I can, at every moment, step up, raise my game, and be honest, and be true to the values that I believe or I profess allegiance to, but we all struggle at different times. Yes, Jen?
So it also kind of, by extension, shows that every interaction and relationship is quite personal. It's not necessarily all claw-based. It's between the individual and Hashem, and that awareness is...
Okay, that's a nice point. Even when I'm dealing with someone else, I'm also dealing with myself and God. Right? You have to triangulate somewhat.
And even when there's no witnesses, it's a very
right.
personal thing.
Yeah.
As Ken
Yeah.
says.
Yeah. So it's not meant to be this immobilizing. On the contrary, it's meant to be an awareness, right? And along with that awareness is a sense of validation and importance. Meaning, God is aware and God cares. What I do makes a difference. Let's just see another couple of things over here. Right? Again, lo telech rachil ba'amecha, pasuk tet zayin 16, lo ta'amodel, right? Don't telech rachil ba'amecha, don't go as a gossip monger, right? Don't feel you have to be always, telling the stories amongst people. Lo ta'amodel damrayecha, don't stand aside while your brother's blood is shed. Ani Hashem. Lo tisna'ach et achicha bilvavecha. So important. Do not hate your brother in your heart. Hochiach tochiach et amitecha v'lo tisa alav chet. How often do we have situations where I hate this person, I intensely dislike this person because he or she ... And how often are we wrong? How often are we wrong? I was talking to someone here in Shul. Right? And the person told me that for 30 years, there was a certain degree of uncomfortableness, discomfort between him and another person because of a certain incident. And 30 years later, they discussed what that incident was. And each one then understood that they had totally misunderstood the position that the other person had played in this incident. 30 years. Because they never, we're not talking about that they were raging enemies and shooting things at one, but it was two people who, him, and just kept a distance, a bit of an uncomfortable distance, because they never once sat down and said, I have to be honest with you, I'm upset about the role that you played in this situation. Now, when one sits down, right, the person might explain, and you have a different understanding. The person might apologize. The person might say, you're right. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the role that I played. Or the person might dig in. The person digs in, you're back where you started. But give them the chance to get past your framing of what happened, and you might see it differently. You might understand it differently. The Gemara says that a person needs to be mekarev biyamin, v'doche b'smol. You need to draw close with the right hand, which is the stronger, and push away with the left. Right? So often that's explained to mean if you're going to be mekarev, do it fully. If you're going to be doche, push away, do it gently. Don't, right? Always give the chance. But one of my friends once pointed out an interesting idea. What happens when I pull with the right and I push with the left? Right? See, here's the person. Right? When I pull with the right and I push with the left, what have I done? I've reoriented the person. I've turned the person. Right? And by doing that, all of a sudden they see that which they haven't seen before. Right? There's a new perspective that comes up. So the Torah tells us, Hashem tells us, don't keep that sin'ah, that animosity in your heart. Right? Reprove your friend. Don't bear a sin because of him. Don't do it in a way that's going to add to the dispute, to the animosity. Do it in a way that it can resolve it. Lo tikom v'lo tiveinecha v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha ani Hashem. Right? This is famous Rabbi Akiva. Right? Rabbi Akiva, or was it Hillel? Right? Teach me the whole Torah on standing on one. Or Akiva would say, v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. This is the klal gadol b'Torah. Ani Hashem. Right? Love your neighbor like yourself. Ani Hashem. I am Hashem. Okay? So that combines bein adam l'chavero, and between man, and Ani Hashem, between man and God. But as Hillel told the convert who wanted to learn the entire Torah while standing on one foot, that he paraphrased this pasuk and said, that which you don't want done to you, don't do to someone else. That is the entire Torah. The rest is a perush. Right? And our dealings are meant to be impacted by that Kodesh Kadashim. Right? That's meant to impact everything that we do. We can't be the menuval b'shut HaTorah. We can't, keep the laws but not have that effect. As the Ramban says, all of our dealings and all of our involvement with Torah and mitzvot is meant to make us kadosh, to make us elevated, godly people who have the capacity, who have this ability to touch the eternal, and by recognizing that we are in God's world, the fear of God is not this immobilizing force, but rather it is this constant awareness of what I do matters and God cares. That is meant to spread itself out into all that we do. Easy, right? Oh, that's easy enough. Great. Okay, once we've solved that, let's move on to the next thing. Yes, Jen.
So the disputes, as you said, sitting down, isn't that why we kind of program